All right, hello, Habage here. You are too, and I'm glad for it. Hopefully, we are done with any fire alarm testing. Got the quick double blast. I think that was about it. So, you guys heard almost. I think I cut off right at the end of the second one. Um, and you heard them as much as I did, but I got a chance to make some coffee. Always a good thing. And I threw out a tweet. I haven't uploaded either of the two videos. I didn't really want it running in the background. Um, but gave a throwback tweet to one of our slow cooker episodes, and I didn't. I just was scanning through. I didn't look at any of them, but it was one of the ones that had this Ghast build in the slow cooker world. Man, it looks tiny compared to compared to what we're doing. This is my true form. That's right, building stuff in the Nether. Um, so yeah, I think we've come a long way, and I'm happy for it. It's good to kind of modify things. And again, that one, if you do go back and check out the video, it had the whole train system to load one side and then the other, and that really didn't seem to be working out too well. I think this having the massive area is actually going to work a whole lot better. So, in the last video, we should have dumped all this stuff. In the last video, we did all of this section, and now we're going to replicate that on the far end, and that's why I was kind of just trying to jump right in. Might as well put that away. We are. I mean, we did it before. We should be able to get another one in, unless we run into a materials issue. Hopefully not, but always certainly a possibility. Let's get rid of that. All right, so here we go. So I think we've done the outer. Yeah, this strip is done all the way around. So that's good. That's a start. So we can kind of go with our 4 by method here. Now that we know the dimensions and all should work out, we can just kind of start building as we go. We know the lighting pattern, basically. We and I apologize for anybody that I don't like the rocking and rolling too much. There is sadly going to be a lot of back and forth. All right, now I think this time, because of the grid, we're just going to lay a subfloor here, right? And I guess we can save ourselves a little long term. We got to do all this, right? So let's just cap all this area. I don't know if I've mentioned it, but this always reminds me of the music in the Stardew Valley Winter Market. You guys familiar? So this should let us just lay the floor with ease. Have to go get that eventually. And this doesn't really matter, but we'll maybe hang one edge deep, maybe not. If we put this down, maybe we won't. Again, hopefully nothing is going to blast out those blocks. Ah. Those we'll get from the center. All right. So I had we kind of got rushed as we were wrapping up, but I was kind of talking a little bit about the commenter and the time lapse and all that. The time commenter, don't feel bad if you hear me talking. You're like, oh, I made that. Hey, I welcome it. I appreciate any feedback, and you don't know if I'm aware of any of that kind of stuff. So I'm not trying to knock it. Although, be aware. I think if you try to put links in your comments, they're not going to show up. So I got the notification of your comment, but it doesn't show for the video itself. Anyway, got me a little thinking on some of those kind of things. Certainly, the third party camera account kind of thing is cool. I love it. There are some of the folks that have been kind enough to come around and hang out with me, or I've discovered that do either just straight building videos or like survival world or SMPs, and do their building and have a camera account over the top of it so that they can have just incredible time lapses of their projects and stuff. I would like that. It makes this more of a production though, instead of just me playing hardcore. And this is a let's play in the truest sense. I want you guys to be able to come along and hang out while I play this game that I really enjoy. And if you start setting up cameras and other stuff to work on the video production quality, that does impact the play. And again, don't forget, this is hardcore. There's no going back or anything like that. There's no learning curve to get all that stuff done. So I'm pretty content to keep it much as is. The difference on that would, of course, be if I can improve on video editing over time. Some of that kind of stuff would be nice to be able to do. Particularly, if I get some time making like an intro, some kind of starter bump and conclusion bump that frame the actual play, and could incorporate some of that kind of neat stuff. I'd definitely be excited to do that. But that's a long way to being competent enough that you can do that quickly and easily. And I'm just not there yet. Plus, as I've mentioned, taking all of the video back through an editor, just the processing time alone greatly increases the back end of making these videos. And because my goal is not specifically to get 1 million viewers or anything like that, that's a huge outlay of my time and a lot less time that I get to spend playing the game and just popping up these videos, rough-edged as they are. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments, how you feel about that approach. But that's my thinking that goes into why I'd prefer to get, when I do have time, get multiple videos up and make more progress on the world. And, if I'm not taking anything for granted, remember, top priority of any episode is not dying in this world. Hardcore. And the further in we get like this, the tougher to swallow any loss would be. But, if we get through the HCMC stuff, and we're kind of holding our own and working on build projects and all that, and it's not quite the excitement content some of the others have been, then maybe we'll all work on learning that kind of stuff together, and I'll share it with you as I'm going. It would kind of be my thought, if that stuff's going to develop, that will be when it does. I want to have that level of success in this world and share it all with you guys. And then, we're just moving between builds and all that kind of stuff. They aren't as targeted. We have loads of farms and kind of stuff to learn to build better and safely. But I don't want to risk this world for some of those kinds of things until we've risked the world to get how did we get here, right? That'll be a risk in and of itself, but we want to do it in the right order. So, speaking of order, and enough of that talk stuff. So we're reversing here. Again, remember, we've got 5 across and even number going up. So the ends will be mirrored, and at the middle, we should have the same blocks. If we just started over at the near corner with pinks, it would actually just put the same pattern side by side. So that, again, if we do end up with switching out any of these grids for something more decorative, that would be towards the center, I think, and would be close to one another as opposed to being on opposite ends. Because, of course, in the middle, we're not going to have portals to look at. And hopefully we'll be getting ghasts close to... gotta do that. Close to the portals themselves. And then, if we don't have a colossal derp or anything in setting this up, we can just turn this into kind of a run-around combat farm for ghasts. Hopefully we'll have enough light that the skellies won't be a problem, or too much of one, and it will be pretty much us and the ghasts up here. This is where numbers all go off. Only happens on every fourth, though, and I don't think it's worth trying to deal with it. I like having that little leaning wall to center myself. Oops. See you, Torchy. Oh, at least we were best possible spot for that to happen. So we can go dump our pockets and just try to max out on our materials. We may have to polish some granite. I don't know how much more we have on hand here. Keep the gunpowder. We're dumping stuff anyway. Any left? No. So that's... let's just do 2 stacks. Or two of these. And... come on. There. So we may have to come back for more granite. Or will first. I don't mind the skeletons so much. The problem is that they leave bones and what? Now you come out? Go away. What? Pretty sure these are all accurate. How did that happen? This is why I don't trust math. No. I mean, if I didn't make a mistake somewhere, then we'll just double the blackstone divider between. But come on. That was that was the whole basis. It was a center point line. guessing that when I dropped the... Well, because we didn't just like walk and count, right? So I took the two x values and just subtracted, and I'm guessing that must have been where I got the odd number. And I don't think it would have worked out as well if I was trying to make it an even pattern. We wouldn't have had all these nice multiples to process against each other. So, no real big deal, but it is odd to find your plans aren't what they were, what you thought they were. And I'm glad I started from that far side. that would have been a much bigger deal if I had to shift a bunch of rows. As a fix. This is an easy fix. Was that from the skeleton that we killed earlier? Alright, now we do this. Oh, now these are off too? Man. Didn't know how good we had it. Alright, here. There's too many on that side, but oh well. Get you all decked out. Almost good here. Makes for a big roll of black there, doesn't it? Are we doing these? I think. Something. Alright. Well, that's good. I figured a little bit out. So maybe we'll do corners here. Just to break this up. And I'm wondering if we then do them. No, they are inset to there. This may be too much. Let's do... It kind of breaks it up. It doesn't let it get quite as heavy, dark looking, or break the squares pattern really. But yeah, I'm done with that. All right. Well, that's good. I don't know where that torch came from, but I should pick it up. Getting closer. Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna have to go into the pick. Nothing like a Thanksgiving special, a pick repair set up for tomorrow. Maybe I'll squeeze in one more to get. Get the tools back up. And then Turkey Day can be Wall Day. We'll see. Let's go dump. Not much room for dumping. Oh, 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 oh. Where are you coming from? Oh, 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 oh. Help clean up some of our netherrack mess. All right. Oh, wait, I guess we didn't quite get to the end, but near enough to start on this level. The torch is still there. What? Survive the lava. It is a winner of a torch. There we go. Ended our picking up. We're pretty close here. Ooh. Peekaboo. Oh, no, no room for the... Oh, I do have room for the tier. Alright, that's good. Gonna make some of the rest of this messy, but I think we're close to being able to start burning through some of these stacks. So you guys are probably already getting the feel, but this is gonna totally take care of our tier problem. So spawning dragons will be kind of okay, whatever. We've done a few, but yeah, we should have that whole ring easily within our grasp once we have, just room full of gas popping up all the time. Okay, let's start here. When it goes wrong, it all goes wrong. Get back in here, you two. I haven't even had any of this coffee that's sitting here. Maybe I need some. It was way too scalding. I didn't even get to the point of sipping. I was like, all right, let's go. So I'm pretty sure we aren't going to feel the lack of that corner over there where the Crimson Forest was, and we had to slide it back in from our initial run. I think we got plenty of gas space here. You guys agree? Oh. There. We need to go dump because otherwise those are just going to keep filling in. I always pause just a little bit whenever I'm going to do this because I want to make extra sure I'm not going to accidentally get the wrong stack or... This part seems such a grind. But we only got one more row to go in between. And I think, although I'm less clear on the time on this one, but I think we're still doing very well compared to last time, even discovering that we had to do that extra row. All right, go one more pass. Let's do these torches. And okay, so we still need an extra one there. There. Two, three. What? All right. Whatever. I guess we just skipped one on the other side. Let's do these. I'll keep it spread a bit. All right. Enough's enough. Pig's gonna make it. Keep checking the pick now because I want to make sure I don't eat my own words. There we go. Last little bay. Let's try to pull as many of these as possible, and then we'll go dump them. So this can be as untrashed a run as possible. Control and careful. There we go. Oh, just this last row. That's what I was afraid of. You get another tear on the way, though. Don't you go. Oh, he dropped his tear, though. Good. It will be nice to get this roof cleared, um, but the amount of ghasts will just be crazy. So we're not going to do that yet. Let's do another 8. All right, back in business. No, that was using the other stack, but since none of them balance out anymore, why not? Not that it's gonna matter. We don't have too many of these left to go. There we are. Hey. So there is the full-on spread of our deal. And as you can see, if this is our center kind of cube, we don't even have loaded portal on either side. So we'll be able to, kind of circle back and forth and hopefully grab ghasts that are close to one end or the other. Pull them out. Now let's check time. I get to sip coffee. I think we're gonna go back, and I think I'm gonna check the tools. If we have one more pick, we may start to use it. I guess I just put in the tier, didn't I? We do have one more pick. Let's swap. Let's put all of this away. So next up are the walls, and I think with the time we have left in this episode, we will try to finish out at least this bottom course with the blackstone, and that would let us finish with the risk, right? I mean, we'll have the edge we'll have to deal with where some of these sides are exposed, but the whole having to deal at any point with falling because there's a hole under our feet should be taken care of at that point. And that will let us see how far our remaining pick lets us get on the rest of the walls. But I suspect at some point we're going to have to repair. And depending on how this pick, This is going to have some potential literal pitfalls, but way faster than trying to do one on an angle. Oh man, why did I even bother with those? So, like here. I'm not going to bother with the lower. Oh, I can't get that. Let's get it. Oof. Right in the old face. You didn't even take out any netherrack for me. But that's why I'm not taking out the ceiling. Because anywhere they can get their spawnable cube of space, they're gonna pop up. And this is a little sectiony, but should fit pretty well with the time that we have left. It's that. Okay. I think that far edge is done too, so I think we're down to just that far side. Yeah, this not a big fan of the only too high ceiling, but yeah, this one looks good. We'll just be sure, right? Definitely know this one's going to open up at spots. Gold, though. Let's go get that. Oh, I even had pocket space for it. Very nice. This will just help us place. Like I said, where it opens up, I'll just kind of work from the side to get those railings up, so we don't have to fool with laying more netherrack. But for some of these long runs, it's quicker to place it. And all of this stuff will be out of sight, probably out of mind forever. I mean, perhaps at some far flung date, we want to clear out this area around kind of our base's nether and let this box be free hanging in the nether and visible, but I don't see a lot of need for that. I talked about that other Ghast style farm, and I when we're done with all this, if we come back to anything like that, that would be more likely in clearing a different perimeter. But I don't know. It was cool to watch him build it. It looked like a very cool farm, but I don't know that we'd ever really have the need. We're going to have so many ghasts when all is said and done. I don't know that we're ever going to need to do more. Yeah, we'd have to manually kill these, but now the one benefit of having an automated killing, it's an AFK. The guy who built it is above the nether kind of stuff. It's all good. Doesn't normally work well for us. But having the automated ghasts feeding in would give us another good source of gunpowder, and one where we don't have to wait on the creepers. There we go. All right, what's our time at now? But I still don't, we could come up here and sword chop a bunch of creepers too. So we're not going to have enough time to do significantly more, but maybe we'll do this on the way back. That seems too high. Don't really want to have to place blocks onto the side. Or be up above here. We're gonna hang, if we do any ceiling, it would be hung from there. And I don't know that we would, but that would mean we need to have wall all the way up to here. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whew! That's a lot of blocks. Was that seven more, or counting this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think and it's gonna cost us because it's much more blackstone. I'm thinking well, maybe we can alternate and at least keep it even. So we could go, I think it would be more eye-catching as a design though. So I'm thinking solid, and then alternating the same checkerboard just with one block through two on these two central ones. So granite and blackstone, just in diagonal back and forth. And then boom, boom. Yeah, I think that's as much as I want to go for decoration. I think it would be more eye-catching to have it mostly blackstone with the pattern of granite within. But we have so much granite. And maybe it'll look good reversed. Gotta be careful that I don't go over the edge here. So I think our pick will be very good to handle the rest of this. And I don't know how much time or desire I'm gonna have tomorrow. I'll definitely get one up starting early on Thanksgiving. I may do a couple, but I suspect the first one will be, let's just do a sample so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Oh man, I know we're running out of time. So let's do a section here, and then it would be there. And then oh, I already messed it up. Maybe we could do it like this. So I think that could work, and it definitely works better with our materials. It doesn't help one way or the other particularly, but it at least keeps our consumption even. And with all that being all the blackstone we have left, we've already laid these, so we got another top ring, and then basically two more rings. So I think that would get us. This can all sit because eventually, if we do a ceiling, it can drop, and if not, we could either just run netherrack up around the top, whatever. The ghasts aren't going to be below us shooting upwards, so it's pretty invulnerable. But if it ever came down to it and it was annoying me, we could run, like a ring of dirt or something all the way around, get up to it, and then go around and place all those to fix it. But that's kind of what I'm thinking for the wall. Rare opportunity. If you've got a strong take, I think this works. I think this gives us enough of a decorative feel, makes good use of the materials we have on hand, means that we can get the walls done and then start clearing all this area without having to hopefully go make another resupply trip, or at least a quick one if we do. So yeah, but let me know in the comments if you think that's good. I'll be back tomorrow and probably building that out, so you can't linger too much, and hopefully our pick will get us all the way around. I think it should for these walls. So that's the plan. Thanks, guys. I'm sure we probably just went over a little bit here. Yep, 101 again. So Thanks so much for coming and hanging out. I hope you like the floor. I'm glad to get that done in a couple episodes. That's going to be huge. Now we don't have to worry about falling. Can finish up the construction, and like I said, if we're knocking out those walls, we may well be looking at getting this advancement done as a Thanksgiving special tomorrow, and then having just under a week to kind of hang out and chill and get excited for 118. We'll see, but let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys and hope you enjoy. Take care. If you don't have a chance to catch the videos tomorrow, have a safe and wonderful, awesome Thanksgiving. Enjoy. Don't go too hard on the sweets and stuff. Try to remember to be a little bit healthy. And we all know what goes into typical Thanksgiving. Maybe have a salad or something, some fruit to start the day, knowing that you're going to load on protein and carbs and all that good stuff later on. I know nobody wants to hear it, but for people like me, you got to kind of think about that kind of stuff before you go into the holidays. So remember, eat a smart breakfast, some oatmeal, some fruit, something like that. Maybe not do the whole eggs and bacon and biscuits and gravy or something before you do your Thanksgiving feast. And, walks today, walks tomorrow. Keep yourself moving around it so that you don't just feel too wiped out and exhausted just because you enjoy some good food. Anyway, you guys all take care. Stay awesome. We'll see you tomorrow. And for those of you guys that do catch those videos, we'll enjoy a happy Thanksgiving together. Thankful for all of you. Take care. Bye now.